We're going to call this video part 1. Decided today I was going to make a video on 80s cartoon sound effects. But to my surprise, I've been going down the rabbit hole now for way too long. A couple hours, I think. And I can't really find a definitive source for 80s cartoon sound effects. In other words, I was going down the rabbit hole and somebody was talking about on Google in one of the forums that even like in G.I. Joe or Transformers, they were like stealing sound effects from like Star Wars. When I was sitting there thinking, I was like, oh, you know what? I remember that. And this and in Transformers in the 80s cartoon, you literally hear lightsaber effects. So, and then as I kept digging, turns out most of the cartoons from the 80s were getting sound effects from like sci-fi shows or movies, whatever, from like the 50s. So yeah, I can't confirm this. Don't quote me to it. So we're gonna call this part 1 because I'm still on the quest to get a good source of sound effects because I like to make beats and I love the old sounds that we hear in 80s cartoons, especially the action ones. But all I can find some kind of source of is Hanna-Barbera. Now, before I get started with some of the cooler effects I found, let me know in the comments, when you were a kid and you saw Hanna-Barbera, did you think it was a woman? We could talk about that later. But yeah, when I first started even down this soundtrack, of Hanna-Barbera's sound effects, all I can seem to find is like Fred Flintstone. It seemed like Fred Flintstone, every cartoon, especially the comedy ones, seemed to be all from Fred Flintstone, all the sound effects. So then I'm like, wait a minute, what about all the cool sci-fi ones, like, Space Ghost, and those are the cooler ones. So hang out with me. We're going to check out Hanna-Barbera sound effects magic casting. So that's the coolest one I could find so far that I might be able to use in beats. That's what I'm talking about. Those sound effects. Yes. Yes. Do you recognize these? Mm-hmm. That one I remember. There we go. The other thing I'm trying to build is a soundboard, the sound effects that I can use during any live stream or whenever I want to trigger some cool sound effects in the background. So I'm trying to make my own soundboard. It's turned out to be a mission in itself. But I found some more cool ones. Another Hanna-Barbera. Electronic magic. Seems like magic is the coolest one so far. They seem to be transitional between, you can use them in sci-fi or whatever. Check these out. We got a few here. 20 seconds worth. Yep. These are dope. That one. That one. So that last one, ooh, it was like a bass sound. I can definitely see myself using that just for like a beat. So I'm gonna start trying to make some beats, some 80s style beats for this channel. But this is my 80s nostalgia flex channel. It's supposed to be strictly 80s, and here I am, Hanna-Barbera. But yeah, it's gonna be Saturday here. I've been posting for a week straight on this channel, and I'm gonna stay consistent until I get better. Stick with me if you want to geek out. 80s content, mostly nostalgia, Gen X, whatever. Trying to build a little community here, and maybe we can do some live streaming fun, play some 80s music. It's your boy's True Flex. Catch you on the next. After I play some more sound effects. And don't forget to leave a comment. Did you think Hanna-Barbera was a woman when you were a kid? Peace.